Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Decent chance! That's another chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Seedorf. Rummenigge. Oh, nice touch. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tries to pass it through. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide. And it's Seedorf. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. Spread out to the left. And he's whipped. Oh, what a climb! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Botafogo are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Araujo, still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lahm has it in a wide position. McAllister. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to play it through. McAllister gets into a good position. And this is Cruyff. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge. Vieira. Messi. And it's Vieira. It's Gullit. Thuram. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. That pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now the breakaway. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Lahm. And it's Gullit. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the shapes to shoot! Lahm. Vieira. Rummenigge over to the left. Bale drives forward on the overlap. Well read, and the danger is averted. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Under an awful lot of pressure. Ferdinand. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the delivery. Gets his head on it! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Botafogo find a position of real strength now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's definitely not his best. And it's Cruyff. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cruyff. He is through here. McAllister, and the shot! Bullet. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Botafogo absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Botafogo are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 15.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
And it's Hullet.
Camisa 9.
Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And here's it. It's Ibrahimovic. It's hit the upright. Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Messi. There's the crossfield ball. Bullet. Now it's Luis Suarez. Thuram does well to get it back. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Rudiger concedes a free kick for that. Seedorf. Botafogo are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. Bale going full tilt down the left. Deep cross, terrific header! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo can make their change now with a break in play. Botafogo are at the peak of their powers. As for their... There's the shot! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Great vision. And the through ball. And he's straight offside. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Ibrahimovic. Vieira. And it's McAllister. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Cruyff. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. McAllister. Ibrahimovic. And that's another good win of the ball. He shifted it to the flank. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. And it's Maldini. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister. And it's made its way to him. Bale, 2 assists to his credit already. Great ball if he can get there. Ibrahimovic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Gullit producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's found a way past. And he shoots! Now that was quite some save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Platini goes short, and here's Platini. He is just caressing the ball. He's on it, can he get away? He's had a shot! Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Platini. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Goes down, but nothing given. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Rafael Leao. Lovely pass, but can he get there? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Thuram. Bale. Here's Vieira. That's really well manoeuvred. Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in, and he's Rafael Leao! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ferdinand. Araujo. And it's Bellingham. Yeah. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Platini. Knocks it into space. Platini could have here their final chance. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. And here's Platini. Oh, sweet feet. And that will be the final act. Botafogo looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. So, Jim, how do you reflect on... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Philipp Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. And he welcomes it in, shapes to shoot! Big moment, massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving forward. And it's Gullit. Great pressure, plenty of it. Great work on the overlap.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Thuram attempts a clearance. Strong running down that left flank. Bale, he gets big. And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And claimed it back swiftly. Gullit. Gullit. Front-footed pressing going on here. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Michel Platini.
Pau clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Looking for the run. And the shot's on here. Decent chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Gullit has found the net here, of course. Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Gattuso. That's Vieira. Seedorf. And it's Michel Platini. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Played into space. Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gattuso takes control of it and he's on the move. Seedorf. Now it's Bale. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, that's nice. Mbappe. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He can get that clear. Great vision. Mbappe! Messi. Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's a throw-in. Thuram. There's the crossfield ball. Araujo. Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? Oh, what has happened here? And he's been shifted off it. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway. Platini. Played out to the left flank. Fired deep. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Bergomi. Vieira. Seedorf. Pull it. And it's Vieira. That's a little off target. Platini plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Can he get it through? Bergomi. Vieira. Now Mbappe. And it's Vieira. And it's Gattuso. Shifted it to the flank. And that's going right the way across. Vieira. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread neatly. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process.
Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Vieira. Zanetti. Bale is someone who's always... Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here. Oh, look at the space here. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 19. Camisa 7.
Roberto Carlos pulls short, looking to go deep. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now they can spring out of defence. He's hit it long, but astray. Lahm. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bale. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bale gets across to intercept that. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, good. It's Ibrahimovic! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substituição em andamento.
So there's going to be another change here. Bale joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
Gattuso, who's set up one goal so far. Gattuso cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. He's having a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And they've got a throw. Now it's Hullet. Gattuso. Out to the right. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he Grealish. Now that is commitment to the cause. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Cruyff. And the through ball. He's got away. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And Gullit! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vieira, there he goes, motoring forward. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gullit. Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Big chance! Can he finish? And he hits the net! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Botafogo grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Roberto Carlos!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Gullit can get it clear. Roberto Carlos. And he was alert to it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's Seedorf. Cross into the box. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Seedorf. Seedorf. Oh, this is a terrific run. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. Ibrahimovic. Gullit does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And this is Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Look at the strife! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He is just caressing the ball. There's the shot! Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Can he get it through? And Hullet! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And yes, it's him again. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's Hullet. And he's had it nicked away.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's been cut out, well played.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Played out wide. Hoisted in. Lahm attempts a clearance. And the first half is done. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Atenção, proprietário do carro azul estacionado em frente ao portão do estádio. Favor retirar o veículo. Ele está prestes a ser guinchado.
So once again, we're underway. It's gone out for a throw-in. Bergomi. It's Hullet. Araujo. Seedorf. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gets a good foot in there. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini calmly anticipates.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Hullet. And they can counter here. Hullet. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Seedorf!
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 21. Camisa 7.
Vieira.
Camisa 19. Camisa 8.
And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Botafogo! just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Roberto Carlos. That has been cut short. Cruyff quietly revving up.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rafael Leao. Oh, good take in a good area. And the ball is out of play.
Substituição em andamento.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Maldini. Platini plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ball's gone out of play. Ferdinand. Bellingham. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Cruyff. That's very neat. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Luis Suarez. Great vision. Bergomi makes the interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ibrahimovic proves just a little bit too strong. Lovely bit of skill. Bale. It's a pretty loose pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Rafael Leao. He has a look up, and he's onside. Tries a shot! Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Played in deep. It's a mighty effort! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Platini. That's a lovely, neat pass. Threads one in, and this is Bale, and he's managed to get free.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Chance! Corner number 2 then. Punched away. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Cruyff. Platini.
That's just playing it safe. and simple.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Botafogo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became the last piece in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely. He made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the turn of the year. I remember their first home game of the new year in particular.
Oh yeah, when he scored the second goal that day, didn't he, against opponents he would go on to join, and of course with whom he would become a champion.
Tremendous. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That had too much on it. Baresi. Vieira. And Araujo. Roberto Carlos. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And it's Maldini. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe! Vieira. Cruyff. To Ibrahimovic. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that's gone loose. And he's picked it up out wide. Cruyff! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for the run, and this is Bale. He gets big off the post. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Ibrahimovic. And it's Zanetti. Baresi. And the counter is on. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gullit. Gullit running with the ball. And here's Mbappe. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much.
A header! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Messi. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Suarez gets into some space. Crosses it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Vieira. And that's a Cruyff! Well, they can break here. Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries a shot! Cruyff. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, the goal attempts are coming thick and fast, but so far there's nothing to show for it. I think the manager will be pretty happy with his team's performance. He just needs a little more craft and guile.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Nicely aimed pass. He's found a way through. Backward it goes for a shot! Just a fraction high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Maldini. Araujo. Vieira. Baresi. And it's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
Messi. Luis Suarez. Well read. And the danger is averted. No way through. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. No foul, says the referee. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Luis Suarez. It's run loose here. Can he stop it going out? Zanetti. And smartly reclaimed. Mbappe, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Seedorf. Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And he's forced to go back. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Lahm picks it up out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Platini. Platini making good progress on the right-hand side.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Luis Suarez, can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliantly. Played out wide, brilliantly cut out. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in. There's the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Lahm deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cruyff. It's played through for him. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Botafogo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he shoots! It's in! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, Will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Botafogo really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Shifted it to the flank. Played in deep. Bergomi gets it away. And it's Zanetti. And the referee brings it to a close. Botafogo have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Nedved voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Botafogo leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very...